Hello again, this is BGFH, and I'm back on Illegally Sighted, walking you through the completed, or pretty much completed, Crater Lake, the Tower City that I've been building for a long time. In the first video, I walked you guys through the overall kind of floor plan and the exterior, the whole street view, as it were, around where all the buildings are. Told you what buildings were in the city. And this time I'm going to walk you through the updated City Hall. Now, if you remember when I originally did the tour, when there was only a couple buildings standing here, this center tower, the City Hall, was a lot more gray. I mean, it was there was gray, just different shades of gray and different the buttons were gray because they were that color. When the quartz blocks came out, you know, we've always wanted to have something to kind of try to make it stand out more, not look so monotone. And Jawbreaker kind of played with one of the corners and just put some of these quartz pillar blocks in there. And it actually, I wasn't sure about it at first, but it's really grown on me, especially you put the gray buttons back in there for little accents. And it actually brightens up the building a lot and adds a lot more little subtle detail to it. So looks pretty good. In the most recent Minecraft update too, they've added a lot more decorative plants, like flowers and stuff too. So, you know, in the front of the main City Hall entrance, we've got our different flower beds here. We got some red, white, and blue flowers there. Very nice. And we enter our main City Hall. First floor is an open lobby with a nether portal here. This was more functional when we were on an earlier version of the server, which I really kind of missed because the map, the way it was laid out, is we had all these projects that we could walk through in the overworld where we are now, but through the nether we had this one server where it was built up really cool and we could go in there. You know, I kind of explained in an earlier video how the nether works. You know, you kind of saves you time because it gets you to one place in the overworld quicker. But we had just this really cool system of getting around to all of our major projects. So, you know, that worked really well. But unfortunately the portal really doesn't go anywhere right now. It's more for aesthetics unless we decide to do something with it and connect things later. So we have this portal, which is a quick way to get to the city, and there are doors on all four sides of the building. So there we go. And there's four entrances to the portal, so you can come at it from any way. And the staircase is just on on the front side of the building when you come in the main entrance. So you can go up there and there you go. So I walk up to the second level, and it is still an upper tier to the lobby. This is, you know, just a nice balcony that people can kind of stand up here and talk or look around, you know, just kind of look at the public, look at the cool design of the glass that's all around the little fountain above the portal and things like that. So you got a little fountain up there, you got a glass structure, you got your portals in the middle, and your little catwalk. The other thing that I did is I used some of these stone slabs to make it look more... Originally, everything was a lot more flat. You know, I had just everything was on the same level, meaning that the lights and the ceiling were just a flat sort of look to it. And I used a lot more half slabs later on, and I came back and I redid some of that to really make it stand out more. And I think it looks much better because of it. There are one or two places where I still have the flatter look, and I'll point that out when I come across them. But I think just even that subtle little thing really helps. So we'll head up to the main second floor here. And here is our, so like I said, this is kind of a big city hall, businessy, government building thing. Right above the lobby we have our bank. So on the right hand side we have our private offices for people. They can come in and meet if they need to do something serious with a banker, really serious. They can go in and meet with somebody here. There's a couple of offices on the right. Some paintings all over just to kind of spice things up. And in the back, we've got we've got our bathrooms. And we got a couple villagers here hanging out in the bathroom. Hey, how's it going, buddy? All right then. So we got our bathrooms there. And then we go on to the left side of the main hallway, and this is the main general part of the bank. So we've got all these glass separators here, so the public can come in here. Maybe there's some flyers up here, or maybe there's just a little table to get ready. Get whatever documents you need ready or whatever while you're waiting in line. You walk up to the windows. You got your little teller windows here. You can come up and conduct business. There. Not too bad. So this is usually, it's fenced off right here, gated off, so that this is where the actual bankers work back here and can meet people. And here we have, this is a cool thing that I came up with, the Obsidian Vault. And this is, just what it is inside of the building. I'm like, we can have a bank, we have to have a vault. So I just made this big solid obsidian block room, because it's such a hard material. No windows, nothing, anything like that, obviously. Made that, and then we're like, Jawbreaker's like, that's a great idea, actually, but here, let's put some of these more valuable looking blocks in here. So we've got some lapis, we've got some gold, we've got some diamond. We just got all these kind of valuable looking blocks, so it kind of gives it the look of, hey, we got some pretty good valuable stuff going on here. So that is our bank vault, complete with our little switch there. So there is our banking floor. And again, like I said, I redid the ceiling, so all these floors are going to look a lot better. And on the ceiling, it actually looks kind of like a modern tiled ceiling, so it actually fits that pretty well. For a businessy style office or building, I think this works great. So above the bank, we have our library. Public library here. We got our reception desk on the right. We got some chests back there, for storage or for whatever the receptionists are working on and doing. We've got a couple receptionist tables there. And then we just have a whole bunch of bookshelves that we can go to. Another little, small, tinier bathrooms here for that. And in the back corner, we have a little bit of a study area. So we have our main table. You get a group of 4 people in there in the middle, or if you just want to sit by yourself and research or read something, you got these little desks on either side of the main table. So you got a little place to sit and read and do whatever you need to do. And that is our small public library. So we'll head up one more floor. Here we have, this is where the building kind of starts going from public to more private and, businessy. This is where we kind of go more toward our, city hall part of the building. So now we have our cafeteria for our workers. So what we basically have here is you walk over to the left when you come up the stairs. Follow the left wall. You've got your serving area right over here. You walk up and tell them what you need, or if they, if whatever they're serving, you walk up and grab your tray. You walk back here. This is where the kitchen staff work, the chefs and stuff. Got your prep table over here, cutting boards right here. Got a whole bunch of furnaces there to cook them hot food. Got to wash your dishes over there. Place to put, you got some recipes and cookbooks and stuff over there in the corner on the bookshelves. Bunch of storage there. So there's your kitchen. And if you were the member of the public, once you get your food, you can just go sit down and eat at one of these tables. Just long cafeteria style tables. And in the back of the cafeteria, we've got a little bit of a lounge. So if you're not eating, or you just want to grab a snack or just chill out for a little while, take a break, they got a little break room lounge down here. So we've got some couches, a little rectangular coffee table here. You know, just something pretty simple, but people can chill out or maybe even eat in here if they want to. And that's the cafeteria floor. We go up one floor again, and this is our sort of computer help desk, sort of our tech floor essentially. So on the right, you got your little waiting area there. You can sit down. Reception area straight ahead and to the right. A couple clerks there, a couple service chairs there for people to come up to. And you got another little sort of sitting area over here. So this is another type of customer service thing. So maybe, you know, there's different types of tech problems. Maybe this is like a repair thing, and maybe over here is just for like account questions and stuff like that. And then you go back over through this gate back here. And now you're back into the actual technical, or the tech area. So this is where the techs work. They build machines, they fix problems, they work on stuff. This is where they would build, you know, this is where they would work on the computers and work on stuff back here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes back here. Just got a single little bathroom here, nothing fancy. And this is kind of a cool touch. This is the server room. So I'm thinking it's a techie thing. You know, we don't have computers in Minecraft without a mod. There definitely are computer craft mods, which are amazing and totally way beyond what I'm capable of probably. But yeah, this is, so we have these new command blocks that came out in a couple versions ago. And yeah, they make a nice little convincing thing of these are supposed to be techie and server looking. So we got a whole bunch of our little server racks here. A little desk there for our server maintenance staff to be working over there. And that is our server room. And our technology and help desk floor for City Hall. Up one more level, this is where it gets a little bit more boring for a couple of floors, because now, like I said, we're getting to the more businessy, stuffy office worker kind of stuff here. This floor is mainly just for meeting rooms. You know, any kind of bureaucracy, any kind of government or big business or whatever it happens to be. Gotta love it, bureaucracy. Yeah, so we gotta have a lot of meetings. But all these rooms here, they're just different size meeting rooms. So down the left-hand side, we've got 3 different meeting rooms here. They're all pretty much identical. A couple pictures. One minor thing that I could see myself doing is in the corner, I use some glass panes to do a little just decorative thing. Now that stained glass is out, I could see myself going back and maybe just changing these clear glass to some colored glass. Just to give it a little bit more personality. So as I'm walking through, I'm seeing tiny little things that'll maybe change a little bit. But like I said, it's not going to be anything where I'll need to go back and make another video again. But I'll just kind of point out a couple minor little ideas if I see them. So again, our third office here. Same spiel, just a little bit different pattern, a little bit bigger table. There you go. We got a little storage room back here. A little closet. Little bathroom. Just again, we're getting more businessy things, so it's just kind of a, here's a major bathroom, how, you know, whatever. And on the right hand side of the hall, you have, this is where your big meetings take place. You've got your huge, you got your 2 entrances, your 2 doors to it, your large meeting table, and in the front you've got your podium up here for the head speaker. And you've even got a little jukebox kind of thing to kind of represent, like, you know, audio or whatever it is that you're doing here. So there you go. You got your big meeting room. So that's where the city meetings are going to be taking place. So we'll head up one more floor here. And the next floor, these couple floors I'm going to fly through pretty quickly. These are just business offices. This is where a lot of your, non-mayor, non-CEO, or not your really high mucky muck people. But this is where your general office workers are going to be. It's just a bunch of gray carpeted wool cube farms. They're just basically, they get a desk, they get a chair. Yeah, and that's really what they're working with there. So we've got a few cubes here. It's just a little pattern that I came up with, and a lot of the way I design. Oh, and then in the front, as you come up the stairs to the right on the front, there is one standalone office that's kind of like that floor's manager. So whatever department this is, they get their own kind of special office. But while I'm taking you through the next floor or two that are kind of identical, one of the things that I often do for a lot of these buildings, a lot of the projects, if I'm doing something where there's a lot of repetition, I'll come up with a floor plan or a basic design, figure out the best way or how to do it, and then I just kind of replicate that. So again, they're using this, they're all going to be cube farms, they're all offices, yada yada, nothing much different here. But I just use the same patterns, and it just makes building things a little bit quicker. So there you've got another office floor there. And again, you get that floor's managerial office there. His private office there. And I don't remember, we get one more of the, yes. Oh no, okay, so now we've moved on from the lower level employees. We're up one more level. And in our hallway, we've got a little bit more of a fancier carpeted design here. We've got some kind of a checkerboardy patterned carpeted hallway in the middle here. And so we'll start on the left again. We'll just go clockwise. These are more private offices for the higher execs and the higher government officials, or whatever you want to call them. So they got their own a lot of them, they got their own L desk over here, and most of them, they got a big bookshelf, and they got their own little sitting area. So if they're if they're meeting with a few people and they don't want to use the meeting rooms, they can do it more of a lounge-ish kind of setting up in their own private office. And again, a lot of these are pretty similar, just different color carpets. And again, I use the glass in the corners to accent. I may think about changing those to some kind of colored stained glass in the future, just a minor little change. Experimented a little bit with different lighting patterns instead of just the regular grid or square patterns, just doing something different, more of almost like a dog bone shaped light pattern up there. But you got your seating area, you got your L desk, pretty simple, regular stuff. Another little storage room in the back, another little unisex bathroom there. Another office, same kind of deal, L desk, books, smaller little seating area, couchish area. So you've got like 4 offices on this floor. They're smaller, and that's what we get there. Basically another one, just different colors. So that we're moving up, so the offices are getting a little bit fancier. Here's where the building starts getting a little more interesting. So now we're up one more level, and we have our really kind of higher up important people. And, well, let's follow it around the left again. Let's just do that. So we've got they get their own sort of reception area. Oh, nice thunder. It's storming outside in the game. We have our reception desk, because these aren't just, any run-of-the-mill workers, man. You got to book an appointment, and they see people when they can see people, kind of thing. So they got their little reception, little place to sit down out here. And this guy's got he's got a pretty large office here. Yeah, pretty big, nice, fancy digs. We got some nice blue lapis stone here, some white carpeting, and he's got a bigger lounge area, bigger bookshelf, bigger paintings. Holy crap, it's really come down out there. Sweet. Yes, the sinister nature of the higher business people. I don't know, it's stormy and scary. Read into that what you will. I don't know anyway. But they get their old U desk there. He's got this really nice fancy office. This one has 3 offices, I believe. This is the biggest office of the floor. And he's just, you know, he's got bigger paintings or bigger desks. He's just got a pretty big, just a really big, fancier office, basically. The light blue carpeted floor there. And then this guy here, oh, okay, no, this is the, okay, this isn't, there's 2 offices up here. And there's a smaller meeting room. So you got the meeting rooms down there, but then this is where the really private, you know, highly classified, crazy stuff goes on up here. All the corruption and all the nonsense that one would normally associate with whatever. But yeah, so that's what happens here. And now we're heading to the final floor of this building, which is my favorite and definitely it's one of my early favorite things that I've built in the city. I think I've gone and progressed past this point in my building style now, but at the time, and I still think it is still really cool. We got our big glow stone window here. It's kind of, you know, you're going up these stairs, it's looking all fancy. There's even a door at the bottom of this staircase to kind of, you know, door it off, where the other ones didn't have that. You walk up here and boom. Yeah, we don't have an ego. No, not at all. This whole floor, there's no walls except for the outside structure. We have some glass pillars and glowstone. And to trying to describe this for the really low vision users here, basically what we've got here is as you come up the stairs, you got this kind of checkerboardish, greenish blue and dark blue checkerboard kind of thing, really fancy, kind of precious stone sort of deal. And then you have red carpet all around, but all around the building and all around the desk and all around like the different sections of the room is this gold. These solid gold blocks. So, you know, he's got, I mean, Mr. Ego, just all this crazy, just crazy decadent things up here we got. And if you look up as you walk up the stairs, not only is the pattern on the floor, but then there's a blue and plain glass ceiling up there. So they kind of match up there, again, complete with gold trim. And then you have the giant CEO's desk with these pillars of light coming from this what do you call that, command blocks or whatever, or whatever they're called. And then you got this ginormous office chair. So I wish I could. Now I'm looking out from the mayor's office or whatever. Just like I said, there's no secretary, there's no frills, there's just nothing. It's just, I am the boss, look at my power, you know, I am God. That's what this office is. Gold trim everywhere, skylights, fancy stuff, really kind of crazy and cool looking. So yeah, that is the mayor's office. And that wraps up the tour of the kind of tweaked and completed City Hall building. We're just going to wind our way back down these stairs here to the bottom. And I hope that these videos, for those of you who have watched my channel for some time, I know I've gotten a lot of users, a lot of new subscribers over the past few weeks, and thank you for subscribing. Definitely appreciate that. Definitely tell people, especially, you know, people you think might find this interesting, especially visually impaired gamers, that kind of stuff. And but there's been a lot of new subscribers, and while I have, like I said, while I have shown some of these buildings before, since I've learned some of these new building techniques and stuff that I use, yeah, I came back and I edited some of them. So I really just wanted to give you one final hurrah, one final completed tour of this Crater Lake Tower City thing that I built. And yeah, show you the completed version. So I apologize for those of you who've already seen the basic layout of some of these buildings, but I hope nevertheless that you still enjoy it. And for those of you who are just tuning in to see this final creation, hope you're enjoying it so far. Definitely keep watching. And like I said, yeah, I hope you're enjoying it. And I'm going to wrap up this video here. And we will start the video next time. I don't actually remember which building I did first on this right side, but I'm going to start in the next video. I'm going to walk you through the apartment complex, because I would say that is this, that would be the next kind of, I don't want to say drab building, but there's only so much you can do to an apartment. But I'm going to leave it there for now. We'll stop here in the middle of this storm, and I will pick up in the next video and show you guys the apartment complex. So until then, talk to you guys later.